Ladies and gentlemen, here is the latest bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News. Toronto, Canada. Professor Morse of Macmillan University reports observing a total of 3 explosions on the planet Mars between the hours of 7:45 p.m. and 9:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
In 1938, when I was at the age of 11, that Orson Welles scared the whole United States with a radio broadcast called The War of the Worlds, in which the Martians invaded New Jersey, Grover's Corners, New Jersey.
At least 40 people, including 6 state troopers, lie dead in a field east of the village of Grover's Mill. Their bodies burned and distorted beyond all possible recognition.
I listened to that show, and I was sure the Martians were coming to New York. They had killed everybody else, according to the radio show. When I turned to another station, and I found out I was hoaxed, to this day I remember it. The next day, all the newspapers in the United States reported that the whole country was scared out of its wits. They called police stations in Seattle, Chicago, any big city that had CBS radio. And it remained with me for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
My name is Paul Rosenblum. I was born March 5th, 1927 in Brooklyn. My favorite memory is the day I met my wife and fell in love at first sight. And one day, we lived in a basement apartment. There was a barbecue in the backyard. And my friend Jimmy said that this Sunday, I have a friend coming, we're going to have a steak lunch. Jimmy had money, unlike me. And so I said, well, I maybe stick around instead of going up to the Bronx to visit my parents. And then she walked in, and I asked him, how come he never introduced me to this woman before? And he said, you're two opposites. She's full of life and activity and strength, and you're a quiet person, which I'm not anymore, partly because I learned from her. But so I met her on September 18th, 1955, and I married her on March 18th, 1956. I not only live on 94th Street, but I live on Doris Rosenblum Way. And actually, when people deliver Meals on Wheels to me, I thank them, and I say, you're probably delivering a meal to the most famous person you'll ever deliver to, the husband of Doris Rosenblum.